Hello everyone, this is Beastly Eel here, and in today's episode we're going to be talking about the very first episode of Miss Marvel. So, this was definitely different than all the other Marvel shows and um, movies. Had a different take. Kind of gave me a little bit of like Deadpool vibes a little bit in the sense of the kind of, I don't want to say meta because it really wasn't too meta, but it was the idea of we get to see her imagination, and I think that plays a key role in her powers that we'll get to in a minute. So basically, in the beginning, we see that she's a big Captain Marvel fanatic. We see that she does a lot of videos to kind of get people to know about the Avengers, talk about them, and everything else. She also listens to podcasts about the Avengers to kind of get a better idea on what they do, how they did it, and what happened overall. So it's just a lot of kind of understanding of how the rest of the world found out what happened. I think that was definitely interesting to see. Um, we got to see kind of the culture that she lives in. It's a Muslim household, so women have a very set rule that they have to follow. They must be modest. They must, be as best as they could be in society. And in their minds, that means following the rules and doing what needs to be done. And men are obviously considered better, again, in the sense of more responsible, more freedom, things like that. And she definitely is a rebellion to that, where she's kind of more of the modern Muslim, where she really wants to be her own person, but she wants to do it in her way, not do what mom and dad want, which is really not what is custom, I guess the best way to put it. So it's definitely an interesting take. It's a different dynamic than we're used to. Because they are so caring, but at the same time, they're caring in a way that it's detrimental to her personality. It's a detriment to her being an individual, I guess the best way to put it. And they're trying to not take it away to be jerks, but take it away in the sense for her to succeed in life. Or at least that's what they're thinking. So the weird thing is, at one point, her grandmother, Kamala's grandmother, sends over a bunch of junk. Put that in quotations there. And one of them is like this armband, bracelet, bangle. It's pretty big. I want to say bracelet. But anyway. And the mother notices it right away and takes it away and like, oh, that's definitely junk. So anyway, she has this friend that kind of is a tech guy and kind of puts everything together. And so he's helping her kind of make her Captain Marvel outfit. So she's concerned that because she's and I'm quoting her here, that a brown girl isn't going to win a cosplay of Captain Marvel. And basically her friend's like, be different, be somebody different, and you know what, it'll go well. So she fails the driving test. She pretty much gets told by her counselor that she needs to start acting and thinking about her future, or else what's the point? And her parents are really pushing her to be normal. And it's just very interesting to see that because she just wants to be herself. So there's a lot of conflict about the Avengers Con. Her family doesn't want her to go because she's going to be in some slutty outfit, and the family decides she can go, but they get her a Hulk outfit, and she's not for it, and she insults her family. So it's a big detriment to the family. It's not nice or anything like that, and she realizes she hurt them. But her plan is to sneak out and go to this place anyway. So what she does is to add a little bit of her Muslim flair to it, to the costume. She gets the bracelet and puts it on. And she gets to, well, she doesn't put it on right away, but they get there and she forgets her hands, the glowing hands that her friend made. And so she puts on the bracelet, and what happens is it kind of gives her powers right away. And it looks like it's photon manipulation. And we get to see her abilities in a way that's manifests light almost, and shoots it out and kind of commands it to do what she wants it to do, even though she might not know what it is. So she shows off, without realizing it, her powers, and everyone freaks out and thinks she's amazing. She actually causes the place to kind of get knocked apart because of it, but they still thought it was like the greatest thing ever. So then they get back to the home, and she was able to kind of like jump in with using the bar. And she gets in, and her family realize her mother's there, and she's very disappointed in her daughter that she has broken the rules and has done nothing, nothing right. And she basically tells her daughter, "You need to decide what you want to do, and that's either be a good person or be one of those make believe cosmic people." And when she leaves, she makes the decision that she wants to be one of the cosmic people. And that's how the episode ends. So, first thing I want to mention is the animation overall is phenomenal. We get to see her imagination and her thought process in a way that we've never seen in the shows before or movies before. And I think that's amazing. They did a great job showing the dynamic of society and kind of her culture and everything else, and showing the difference between what the stereotypical white American to the Muslim household, which I think is an amazing concept for people to kind of have a better idea of how her family dynamic is and why she does what she does, and kind of how why the family reacts the way they do when she does things. Where if it was any other household, it wouldn't be as bad, or it wouldn't be considered as um, not normal, I guess the best way to put it. I thought I wasn't going to be a big fan of her powers, but I did like them. The CGI didn't bother me. I think it might be because they're not focusing on the stretchy ability, like kind of like the mass manipulation of her body. They're focusing on the photon manipulation, which I'm not mad about. We did see sort of like an energy arm for a second, but it's the photon energy where I'm not as distraught about it. And they definitely seem to do a good job. Overall, I was very impressed with this. I was going in, not sure of it, and I actually enjoyed it. I don't think it's necessarily the best show. Granted, it's only one episode. Don't get mad at me. But I think it definitely painted a picture of the future of the MCU in the sense of showing the different cultures in a great way. And I definitely think it's a great start. I kind of want to see where they're going to go with it. Are they going to focus more on family? Are they going to focus more on her identity as a superhero? What's going to be the focus here? And I think that's unclear for episode 1 alone, but it's a great foundation, I think. And we'll have to wait to see what happens. But let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comments below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you not like? What did you like? Let me know. We'll discuss it in the comments. Other than that, as always, if you like the content you see, please like and subscribe below. Other than this is going to be BC signing out. Have a great night.